We are live now, sir. I'm requesting your permission to start with the session.
Yeah, yeah, please start.
Thanks, sir. Everyone, everyone. A warm welcome to the 13th session of Iron Anatomy, a lecture series for the first year BMS students. The exclusive sessions will be taken up by the eminent speakers of anatomy across the country for a period of 27 days, which started from 23rd of June and will be running up to the 17th of July. Before starting the session, let me introduce you to Jignasa. Jignasa is a pan-India platform of Ayush fraternity led by the student community of Bharata and was initiated by ABVP in the year 1998. Its motto is Learn Ayush to Practice Ayush. It involves empowering Ayush students from campus to community, bridging the gap between Ayush students and policymakers as well as administrative authorities. It connects every aspect of Ayush, including students, academicians, practitioners, scientists, industrialists, and hospitals, all under one umbrella. Think globally, act locally. In last 2 decades, our efforts were to strengthen the Ayush education system and boost confidence among Ayush students. Jignasa initiated various programs in different parts of the country, from grassroots to international platforms, through discussions, study circles, seminars, workshops, and conferences. Let me list a few initiatives undertaken by Jignasa: study circles, lecture series on specific topics, free medical camps, social health status survey, hands-on training workshops, conferences to explore and learn unique aspects of Ayurveda, interaction with eminent Vaidyas and academicians, brainstorming session with eye stalwarts, policymakers, and key stakeholders of eye systems, National Arogya Expo and International Conference, national level seminars, medicinal plant visits, pharmaceutical visits, agitations for the demand of high student community, private internship program for interested students to learn with acharyas, interaction with traditional healers and visit to explore regional flora, online mock tests, social awareness campaigns on various issues, campaigns for the promotions of various concepts of high systems for social welfare like Swarnabindu Prashana Camp, Group Surya Namaskara, Ashtashatottara Yoga, and other yoga competitions and other various competitions related to Ayush topics. Free healthcare assistance to people through local governing bodies during natural calamities and accidents and many more work provided by our organization. In our yesterday's session, more than 500 students joined for the live session and asked their queries regarding the subject and examination. And so far, there are 8,500 views on our channel uh, concerning with the iron anatomy series, lecture series. We hope to reach as many students as possible who can take maximum benefit out of this. Vidya Namanarasya Rupamadikam Prachana Guptam Dhanam. We have seen the inability of common student to offer huge amounts on commercial study platforms, despite their jignasa, that is their burning desire to learn. Jignasa is here to give a helping hand, learn anatomy with experts, and all we need is your immense interest to learn. Today, we have Dr. Vinay, BS, BMS, MD, Associate Professor Rachana Shareera in KVG Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Sulia. Sir completed his UG from KVG Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital and PG from SGM College of Ayurveda, Asan. Sir has published 6 articles and have given 3 oral presentations. Sir has also given a talk for the webinar series organized by Jammu Institute of Ayurveda and also for NIMA Doctors Association, Kodagu respectively. Sir has completed the course of Basic Care and Life Support to become the trainer of BCLS. This course was organized by Jeeva Raksha Trust under the flagship of RGHS Bengaluru. Sir is a resource person for special camps of Red Cross unit of Sulia and NSS unit of First Degree College Sulia. Sir has also given talk and demonstration on the topic first aid. Sir has given many awareness talks for the school children in and around the Sulia. It is our immense pleasure to have you on the session today, sir. We welcome on behalf of all Jignasa. I welcome you to the session, sir, and I request you to carry forward with the session.
Thank you so much for introducing me. First of all, I'd like to appreciate the uh, work done by the team Jignasa, the social activities done by the team Jignasa. Uh, by saying congratulations to the team Jignasa, I'd like to begin the session. I feel delighted to take the class on Asthi Shareera and Sandhi Shareera. Myself, Dr. Vinay Bharadwaj from KVJR of the Medical College. First, I'll discuss about the Asthi Sharira, then I'll move on to the Sandhi Sharira topic. So, introducing the topic, first we'll see the paribhasha of the Asthi. According to Shabdastoma, it says Asyate iti Astihi. And the word asti is derived from the root word as and thin, means mamsabhyantaraste hard iti, means uh, the bone or the asti lies inside the mamsa. And the word as means the existence, thin means to stay. So the bones, even after the death, it will stay long without destruction. That's why the word asthi is given to that. According to Amarkosha, the synonym of asthi is said as kilasa and kulya. Coming to the formation of asthi, how the asthi is formed in the Shareera, Bhavaprakasha says, Medoyat swagnana pakvam vayuna cha atishoshitam tadasti sanyā labhate sasaraha sarva vigrahe. Means Meda, Medodhatu, which gets paka by the action of its own Agni, and it gets dried by the Vata, which leads to the formation of Asthi. And it is said that Asthi is the Sara or the essence of the body. Again, Ashtanga Hridayakara says, Rasadraktam tato mamsam, mamsan meda tato asticha, asno majja tatah shukram, shukrad garbha prajayate. So, how the Uttarottara Dhatu is formed, while explaining the Dhatu formation, Acharya Vagbhata says, from the rasa, rakta is formed, from rakta, mamsa is formed, from mamsa, medodhatu is formed, and from the medodhatu, asti is formed. Next, Charakacharya says, Prithiviyagnya aniladinam sanghatha soshmana kritaha kharatvam prakaratyasya jayate asti tato nranam. See this Mahabhuta, Prithvi, Vayu, Agni, etc. Mahabhuta, by their own Ushma or by their own Agni, Dhatu becomes Sanghata, means they will combine together and get the compactness, and then they get Kharatva, the hardness, results in the formation of Asthi. This is how Charakacharya says about the formation of the Asthi. Then coming to the Upadhatu of Asthi. The Upadhatu of Asthi, as per Bhavaprakasha, is the Danta. He says, Stanyam, Rajo, Vasa, Svedo, Dantaha, Keshas, Tathaivacha, Ojascha, Saptadhatunam, Kramat, Sapta, Upadhatavaha. So, in the order for each dhatu, the Upadhatu is mentioned, and if you see in that order, the Danta comes under the Upadhatu of Asthi. Coming to the Mala of Asthi, Acharya Charaka says, Kittam Kesha Loma Asnoho, means Kitta or the Mala of Asthi is Kesha and Loma. Even Sharangadhara Samhita also says, Nakha and Roma are the Mala of Asthi. Coming to the Mahabhuta relation of the Asthi, Ashtanga Sangraha says, Parthivani, Granam, Gandham, Kesha, Naka, Asthyadi, Murta Samuho, Dhairyas, Thairyascha. So here, these things, that is Grana, Gandha, Kesha, Nakha, and Asthi, is these are all made up of Prithvi Mahabhuta. So we have to understand Prithvi Mahabhuta the Asthi is made up of Prithvi Mahabhuta. Next, we'll see the importance of Asthi. Actually, this sloka is important in the exam point of view also. So please, if possible, please by heart this sloka, or if at all you have by hearted, please recall this sloka. Abhyantar gataihi sarai yata tishtanti buruhaha asti saristata deha dhriyante dehinam dhruvam tasmat chira vinashteshu twang manseshu sharirinam astini na vinashyanti saranyetani dehinam मांसान्यत्र निबद्धानि शिराभिः स्नायुभिस्तथा अस्थिनि अवलम्बनं कृत्वा न शीर्यन्ते पतन्ति वा. Means here Shuddhacharya says what is the importance of Asthi in the Shareera. The Asthi is compared with the hardwood or pith of the tree, and because of this pith the tree will stand in the erect posture in the bhumi, in the land. Same way, likewise as the uh, in the sharira, in the body, the asti is like a hardwood or the pith which supports the other structures of the body. And he continues, the skin and the muscles may get destroyed, but the bones will not get destroyed because it is the essence of the body. And he continues, Mamsa Sira Snayu will not get easily destroyed in a living being because it is supported by the Asthi. So, this is the importance of Asthi. The next, in the same Shishya Samhita, it is told that Asthini Dehadaranam Majja Pushtimcha. Asthi supports the body, and along with that, it nourishes the majja because from the Asthi and the Uttara Dhatu formation, from the Asthi itself, the majja is formed. After the formation of Asthi, the essence part of the Asthi will lead into the formation of majja. That's why he says Asthi nourishes the majja. Coming to the relations of Asthi with Matrajadi Shadbhava or Pitrajadi Shadbhava, the one I'm seeing. Shishuddhacharya says, Garbhasya, Kesha, Smashru, Loma, Asthi, Nakha, Danta, Sira, Snayu, Dhamani, Retaha, Prabhritini, Sthirani, Pitrajanya. All the sthira structures, stable structures, the hard structures in the Sharira are derived from Pitrajabhava, from the paternal aspect, and that Asthi is one. Next, coming to the adhisthana of the dosha, see, Asti is the adhisthana for Vata dosha. Adonabhyasti majjano Vatasthanam prachakshate, according to Kashyapa Samhita. Below the Nabi, Asti and Majja are the sthana of Vata. And one more very familiar sloka, what we study in Kriya Shareera, Pakvashaya Kadesakti Shrotrasti Sparshanindriyam Sthanam Vatasya Tatrapi Pakvadanam Visheshatha. And here also in this sloka also Acharya Vagbhata says Asti is one among the sthanas of the Vata. Next, we will move on to the Asti Sankhya, the total number of Asti. In the syllabus also they have mentioned about the enumeration of the Asti, which is important, and the difference of opinion regarding the Asti. Trini Sasashtini Shatanyastam Saha Danta Ulukala Nakhena. Acharya Charaka says there are 360 bones or 360 Asti in the Shareera, and this big sloka I have made a chart so it is easy for you to understand. So here one is the danta, the number of danta is 32. Danta mula, that is the teeth socket, it is 32 in number. Then nakha, the nails are 20 in number. Panipada anguli asti, which is compared with the phalanges of hand and feet. They are 16 number total in the Shareera. Panipada, Shalaka, the metatarsals, and compared with the metatarsals and metacarpals, they are 20 in number. Panipada, Shalaka, Adhisthana means the support for this metatarsals and metacarpals. Probably it is, we can compare it with the foot arches, two longitudinal and two transverse arches, probably. They are 4 in number. Parsniasti, that is a heel, 2 in number. Gulfa, the in the ankle you can see 4 asti, the manibandha, the wrist 2 asti, aratni, the forearm 4 asti, janga 4, then janu, the knee bone, they have probably they might have compared with the condyles 2 in number. Janu kapalika, probably the patella 2 in number. Then Uru Nalaka, that is the bone of the thigh, number of us is 2. Bahu Nalaka, bone of arm, 2 in number. Amsa, 2 in number. Amsa Falaka, that is the scapula, 2 in number. Akshakasthi, clavicle, 2 in number. Jatru, that is compared with the Ziphisterum, 1. Talu, the palate, 2 in number. Shroni Palaka, the hip bone, 2 in number. Bhagasti, which is compared with the pubic bone, that is 1 in number. Prishtagata Asti, bone of the back, I have mentioned it as 45. Grivagata Asti, 15 in number. Uru Asti means the bones which are present in the chest, 14 in number. Parshuka, the ribs, 24 in number. Then Parshaka Stalaka, ribs with the socket 2 in number. Parshaka Stalaka Arbuda means the tubercle like process, that also is 24 in number. Okay, the previous, all the three are 24 in number. Hanumula Bandha, Hanvasti, compared with the mandible, 1 in number. Hanumula Bandha, which keeps the lower jaw in position, or maybe the part which comes in the temporomandibular joint, that is 2 in number. Nasika, Gandakota, Lalata, together they are 1 in number. Means the bones which comes in the nose, the prominence of the cheek, and even the forehead, together they have mentioned it as 1 in number. Shankha, the temporal region, 2 in number. Sirak Kapala means the flat bones which comes in the skull, they have considered as 4 in number. So that is what is the opinion of Acharya Charaka. So according to him, it is 316 number. Dear students, please remember the number of these asthis according to different acharyas. It varies. So probably in the answer you can write these points. Next, according to Acharya Shishita, Trini Sasashtini Shatanyasthana. Shatani means there are 360 bones mentioned Vedadini Bhashyante. Trini Sashtini Asti Shatani Vedadini Bhashyante. Shalatantreshu tu Trini Shatani. The Veda says there are 360 bones, but in Shalyatantra we say it is 300 bones. This is the opinion of Acharya Shishruta. So we have to remember Shishutacharya's opinion is only 300 asti in the Shareera, but he quotes the opinion of Veda. There he mentions that it is the total number of bones in the Shareera is 360, and he bifurcates it where and all how many bones comes. Shaka, you can see 120 asti. Then Shroni, Pristha and Urus, pelvis, back and the chest region. 117 asti can be seen. Grivam Pratyuddam, above the neck or above the Jatru asti, Jatrukasi, above the clavicle, the neck and the head region, you can see 63 asti. And again in this sloka, he gives a number of bones in each part of the body. So that I have mentioned in the table, the same thing. Each padanguli, there are 3 asti. So total 15 in the toes. In the padatala, sole, padakurcha, that is 4 foot, and the gulfa, together 10 asti. In the pasni, the heel, 1. Jangha, 2 astis are present. Janu, 1 asti. Uru, the thigh region, 1 asti. Total 30 in each limb. Next, in the Shroni, total 5 asti are there. Again, he bifurcates Guda, Bhaga, and Nitamba. Together in the anal region, Bhaga and the Nitamba, Baga is the pubic bone, Nitamba is the buttock region. So there are four, and in the Trika, the coccygeal region, the coccyx, one bone is present. So total it is five. In each part or each flank, the total number of Asthi are 36. So each side together it is 77 Asthi in the Parshva. Next in the Prishta, the back 30 bones are there. In the Urus 8, Amsaphalaka, the scapular region 2, in the Griva 9, in the Kanthanadi only 4 they have mentioned in the trachea. Hanu means the lower jaw 2, in the Danta, the teeth 32 bones are mentioned, in the Nasa 3, in the Talu 1, in the Ganda, that is the cheek, Karna, ear, and the Shankha region, 1, and in the Shiras, it is 6. So that's about the total number of Asthi. So total 300 according to Acharya Shushruta. Even Ashtanga Sangrahakara opines same as Charakacharya, that is 360 volts. I have not mentioned it, but the important is opinion of Charakacharya and Shushratacharya. So please go through this chart. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Can
sir.
anyone?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay,
You are
okay, thank you.
audible.
Thank you. Then next is types of asti. This is once again very important in the exam point of view. एतानि पंचविधानि भवन्ति तद्यथा कपाल रुचक तरुण वलय नलक संज्ञकानि तेषां जानु नितंब सगंडतालु शंख शिरः सु कपालानि दशनास्तु रुचकानि घ्राण कर्ण अक्षिकोशेषु तरुणानि पार्श्व पृष्ठ उरह सुवलयानि शेषाणि नलक संज्ञकानि. This is the opinion of Shushrutācharya. So we will see the examples. Tesham, Janu, and the knee region, Nitamba, the hip bone, the hip region, Sa Ganda, Talu. Ganda is actually the cheek region on the sides of the face. Then the Talu, the palate, Shankha means the temple region. So in the Shiras and the head. So in these regions, you can see the uh, Kapalasti, that is the flat lip. Next, Dashanastha Ruchakani. Ruchakasti is seen in the teeth. Next, where and all you can see the Tarunasti. Tarunasti can be compared with the cartilages. They are seen in the Grana, the nose, Karna, ear, Griva in the neck region, the cartilages of the larynx and even the trachea. Akshikosheshu in the Akshikosha is nothing but the orbit. Uh, there probably can compare with the pulley of the superior oblique muscle. There is a pulley like trochlea, which is made up of cartilage. That also can compared with this tarunas. Okay, grana, karana, griva, akshikosheshu, tarunami. So tarunasti is seen in these areas. Next is curved bones or valayasti. It is seen in the parshva, pristha. Parshva means on the flanks, pristha the back. That region you can see. It can be compared with the ribs, rib cage, which is half circle, hemicircular bones. Sheshani Nalakasanyakan. Remaining bones are long bones, like the femur, tibia, fibula, the lower limb, The upper limb, humerus, radius ulna and all can be compared with this nalakasth, the long bones. So Kapala, Ruchaka, Taruna, Valaya, and Nalaka. These are the five types of bones, and we have to remember for the exam purpose. Next, after this, in your syllabus, they have mentioned about the Asthi Sangata also under the topic of Asthi. Actually, in yesterday's class, Prasanna sir has already explained about this, but as it is there in the syllabus, I'm just refreshing it. चतुर्दशम् अस्न्यां सङ्गाताः तेषां त्रयो गुल्फजानुवंशनेषु एतेनेतरशक्तिबाहु च व्याख्यातौ त्रिकशिरसौ एकैकः. This Atti Sangata. Sangata means where more than two bones, where they meet. Sangata, where they meet. The conglomerates of the bones. That is compared with the Asti Sanghata. So where and all you can see it in the Gulfa, ankle, the Janu, knee, the Vamshana, hip joint. The same should be understood in the upper limb also. The wrist, that is the wrist, elbow, and the shoulder joint. Then, other than this, the Asasangata also seen in the Trika. Trika, there are two opinions actually. One is Trika, sternoclavicular joint region, and one more is the sacropelvic joint. Okay, usually we consider sacropelvic joint as Trika. So there also you can see the Asthi Sangata. So there, in the image you can see this picture. You can see where you can see the meeting of different bones. Next is Seaman. Chaturdashaiva Simanta. Te cha asti sangatavat gananiyaha. Means the Simanta also are same as the asti sangata. Seema anta, end of the bones. Quoting the opinion of Bhoja, the commentator of Shushruta Samhita, that is Dalanacharya, says Sangataha Sivitayastu Simantastan Prachakshmahe. Simanta is nothing but the bones which are in the Asti Sangata, the bones which are sutured or they are joined together by the sutures, that is called as Simanta. And he quotes the opinion of some other people also. According to some others, the number of Simanta is 18. Okay. According to Acharya Shishruta, it is 14, but he quotes the opinion of others that he says according to some others, the number of Simanta is Ashtadasha, 18 in number. So where you can see this 18 Simanta is Shroni Kanda Uparya Ekaha. Above the Shroni Kanda, above the pelvis, you can see one. Vakshopare Ekaha, above the Vaksha, above the chest, you can see one. Udara Uraha Sandhane, where the meeting point of the abdomen and the chest is seen. There one Simanta is seen. And Amsa Kutayor Upare, above the shoulder joint, there you can see the Simanta, one more Simanta. So along with the Simanta, what is explained by explained by the Shishrutacharya, these are the four more extra Simanta told by the other acharyas. So that's how it is 18 in number. Coming to the clinical anatomy aspect of Asthi. So Asthi Kshaya Lakshana is mentioned as Kesha, Loma, Naka, Smashru, Dvija, Prapatanam, Shramaha, Jneyam, Astikshaye Lingam, Sandhi Shaitilyam Evacha. Means if there is Astikshaya, decrease in the Asthi, in the Shareera, then there will be falling of Kesha, Loma, body hairs, Naka, the nail, and the Smashra, the beard, and the Danta. There you can see the tiredness in the person, and there will be distortion of the joint or degeneration of the joints. Next, one more sloka from Shishruta Samhita. Astikshaye astishulam danta nakha bango means there will be pain in the bones and cracking of the teeth and the nails if there is astikshaya. Under the Majjakshaya Lakshana also, Asti is involved. Charakacharya says, Shiryante ivacha astini, durbalani lagunicha, prattam vatarogini, kshine majjani dehinam. So, what are the Lakshanas? You can see if there is Majjakshaya, there will be destruction of Asti and the person becomes weak and the person will be frequently affected by the Vatarogas and emaciation will be there. So these are the Lakshanas of Majjakshaya. Then, if there is Asti Vriddhi, if the Asti is excess also, then it will be a problem. Astyadyasti Astinyadi Dantasha means there will be supernumerary bones and the tooth. Then the normal count of Asti, what is explained by the Acharyas, there will be extra number of bones and the teeth if there is Asti Vriddhi. Then asti pradoshaja vikara. Adyasti danto, dantasti bheda, shulam, vivranata, kesha, loma, nakha, smasha dosha, cha asti pradoshaja vikara, asti pradoshajaha. Means there will be supernumerary bone and the teeth, what is explained, and the asti vriddhi lakshana the same. And along with that, there will be breaking of teeth and the bones. Pain and the discoloration will be there, Vivaranata will be there in the Shareera. Deformities in the hairs, the Kesha, scalp hairs, Loma, body hairs, Nakha, the nails, beard. These are the Lakshanas you can see if there is in the Asti Pradoshaja Vikara. Acharya Shishta adds Adyasti Adidhanta Dantasthi Toda Shula Kunaka Prabhatayo Asti Doshajaha means there will be supernumerary Asti and Danta. There will be twitching or the squeezing type of pain in the body or pricking type of pain in the Asti, and there will be cracking or distorted nail. Then other clinical anatomy aspects related to the Asti is Asti Gatavata concept. Asti Shosham Prabedam cha Kurya Chulam cha Tatchitaha. According to Shishita, Vata, which is localized in the Asti, it will cause Asti Shosha, dryness of the bone, Prabheda means the fracture, and also the Shula, pain. Then, one more important topic or important clinical anatomy aspect related to the Asti is Kanda Bhagna, the fractures explained in Shishruta Samhita Nidanasthana. So, I will not go in detail about all these fractures. Just the names are sufficient in the exams also. Just you go through these names: Karkadakam, Ashwakaranam, Churnitam, Pichitam, Astichalitam, Kandabhagnam, Majjanugatam, Atipatitam, Vakram, Chinnam, Patitam, Sputitam Nade. So these are all the types of fracture, different types of fracture explained in the Shishruta Samhita. That finishes the Asti Shareera. Now we will move on to the Sandhi Shareera, the second part in my class. The definition of the Sandhi according to Sharangadhara Samhita, Sandhyascha Anga Sandhanadehe Proktaha Kafanmita. Sandhi is nothing but where the body parts are joined and it contains the kapha or it is predominant of kapha. Even Chakrapani, the commentator of Charaka Samhita, says Asti Samyoga Sthanam. Sandhi means where the Asti meets or the bones meets or joints. That is called as Sandhi. Classification of the Sandhi. The major classification is Sandhyastu Dvidha Cheshtavantaha Stirash. According to Shishitacharya, Sandhis are mainly of two types, that is Cheshtavanta, movable, and Sthira means immovable joints. And again, commentators they ask for this. They say, especially in the protection area, you'll get the reference of this. Chestavanta sandhi is once again classified as alpa chesta, which are slightly movable, and bahu chesta, which are freely movable. Then Acharya says, Shakaso Hanmoho Katyamcha Chestavantasu Sandaya. In the Shaka, in the limbs, in the Hanu, the TM, the temporomandibular joint, in the Kati, the hip joint, there you can see the Chestavanta Sandhi, the movable joint. Sheshasya Sandaya Sarve Vijnayahi Sthirabudaya. Other than this, all the joints are immovable joints or Sthira Sandhi. You can see here Alpachesta Sandhi, where you can see the Alpachesta Sandhi according to Pratyaksha Shareera. Prishlavamshadi Alpachesta. In the Prishlavamsha, in the vertebral column, you can see the Alpachesta Sandhi. And where you can see the Bahuchesta Sandhi, Tatra Shakasu Adhohanakutayoscha Bahuchesta. In the Shaka, in the limbs, both in the upper limb and the lower limb, like the shoulder, then elbow, wrist, hip joint, ankle, and the knee joint. They're all the freely movable joints we see in the modern. So that same thing is explained in Ayurveda. Along with that, Adho means the same, the temporomandibular joint. They are Bhuchesta Sandhi or freely movable joints. Number of Sandhi. Here also there are two opinions. According to Acharya Shushita, total number of sandhi is 210, but according to Acharya Charaka, only 200 as they are seen. So, Dashottare Dveshate, 210 asti are there, where you can see he explains here once again these numbers are important. You have to remember, especially the major classification, that is in the Shaka, you can see 68 Sandhi. In the Kosta, there are 59 Sandhi, and Jatrurdva, there are 83 Sandhi. Uh, the same sloka, I have made a chart here. So each Padanguli, there are 3 Sandhi. In the Angusta, there are 2. So if you calculate it in all the limbs, it becomes 14. Then in the Janu, 1. Gulfa, the ankle, 1. In Vankshana, the groin or hip joint region, 1. So total in each limb, it is 17. So 17 into 4. And in Katikapala, means the waist or the pelvic region, there are 3 Sandhi. Pristhavamsha, the vertebral column, there are 24 Sandhi. In the Parshva, the 2 Parshva, either side, 24 together. In the Urus, the chest region, it is 18 numbers, total 59. Next is Jatrurdha Sandhi. In the Griva, 8. In the Kantha, 3. In the Nadi, which are attached to the Hridaya and Kloma, or maybe they have taken the trachea region, the trachea, 18 in number. Dantamula, the sockets, 32 in number. The tooth sockets, 32 in number. Kakalaka, compared with the cricoid, 1 in number. In the Nasa, it is 1 in number. In the Vartma Mandala, in the eye, it is eyelids. Vartma Mandala means the eyelids, it is 2. Then in the Ganda, the cheek, 1. The Karna, 1. In the Shankha, the temple region, 1. So uh, you have to consider on either side, okay? 6. 3 plus 3, 6. Ganda, Karna, and Shankha. In the Hanu Sandhi, 2, the temporomandibular joint. Above the eyebrow, Bhruvarupari, above the eyebrow, 2 in number. Above the Shankha, 2 Sandhi are seen. Shira Kapala, the joints between the flat bones of the skull, 5 in number, and in the Murdha, top of the head, 1 Sandhi is seen. Probably it is compared to the, maybe it's compared to the Bregma. Next one, saying the important point, types of sandhi commonly asked in the exam. This we have to remember the major classification, that is Chestavanta Sira, and this classification again the types of sandhi, that is ಸಂಧಯು ತ ಏತೆ ಸಂಧಯು ಅಷ್ಟವಿಧ ಕೋರ ಉಲೂಕಲ ಸಾಮುದ್ಗ ಪ್ರತರ ತುನ್ನ ಸೇವನಿ ವಾಯಸತುಂಡ ಮಂಡಲ ಶಂಖಾವರ್ತಾಹ. So these are all eight sandhi seen in the eight types of sandhi. The sandhis are classified under these eight groups: kora ulukala samudga pratara tunna sevani vayasatunda mandala and shankhavarta. So this is Kora Sandhi, can be compared with the hinge joint, where you can see the Kora Sandhi is Tesham, Anguli, Manibandha, Gulfa, Jana Kuruparishu. In the Manibandha in the wrist joint, Gulfa in the ankle, in the Anguli, joint of the Angulis, the interphalangeal joints, and in the Janu, the knee joint, in the Kurupara elbow, these regions you can see the Kora Sandhi. Kapatati Bandanayo Kora means the hinge you see in the walls, in the doors, you can see the hinge, same like that. This type of Sandhi looks, that's why they are called as Kora Sandhi. Ulukala Sandhi, compared with the pestle and the mortar, these type of sandhi are seen in the Kaksha, Vangshana, Dashaneshu, Ulukalaha. In the Kaksha, the shoulder joint, Vangshana, the hip joint, and Dashana, the teeth, where the socket of the teeth and the teeth are articulated. That part, the sandhi, what you see, that also comes under Ulukala sandhi. This Samudga looks like the box or plate shaped. This type of sandhi is seen in the Amsapitha, Guda, Bhaga, Nitambeshu. In the Amsapitha, the same shoulder region, and Guda, Bhaga, Nitamba. Guda, the sacrum and the coccyx, Bhaga, the pubis, and the elim, together Nitamba. Together they will form the Sandhi. That also is taken under Samadga Sandhi. Next is Pratara Sandhi, the plain type of joint. This type of joint is seen in the Griva, the neck region, and Pristhavamsha on the vertebral column. Okay, there you can see the plain type, just gliding type of movement you can see. Next is Tunna Sevani. Sevani, already I have told you, Sevani means looks like the suture. So here, the Tunna Sevani Sandhi is seen in the Shira, Kati, Kapala. In the Shiras and in the Kati Kapala. Kati Kapala is the pelvic, in the pelvic, in the hip bone, and in the Shiras. Shiras you can see clearly. In Katikapala, I can say where the ilium, pubis, and ischium meets in the stabula region. There you can see in the Katikapala, the Shiras, the switches, what you see in the skull bone, that can compare with the Tunasega. Then is Vayasatunda Sandhi. As it looks like the beak of the crow, it is said that it is named as Vayasatunda. Hanu Ubayataha Vayasatunda. Ubayata means on either side. Hanu, the temporomandibular joint, is compared with this Vayasatunda Sandhi. Next is Mandala Sandhi. Kanta Hridaya Netra Klomanadishu Mandalaha. The mandala, the circular sandhi, sometimes it is compared with the cartilaginous joints also. So this can be seen in the kantha, the articular cartilages, the cartilages of the larynx and the trachea. So that cartilages can be compared, that joint can be compared, especially crico, thyroid, and all those joints can be compared with this Mandala Sandhi. And along with that, Hridaya. In the Hridaya, you might get the question, how come in the Hridaya there no bones are there? They might have compared the fibrous skeleton of the heart, where the valves and all are attached, that can be compared with the Mandala Sandhi. And even in the Netra also, the Sandhi, when you study the Netra Sharira, you might have studied about the parts of the netra, mandalani cha sandhisya, patalani chalochane, yathakrama vijaniyat pancha shatcha shadaivacha. The sandhi in the netra are 6 in number. So that can be compared with this mandala sandhi. Next is, last one is the shankhavarta sandhi. Shankhavarta, they look like the spiral winding of the conch. Shankha, the conch. So as it looks like that, we have compared it with the Shankhavarta. So Shrotra Shringatakeshu Shankhavarta. The Shankhavarta Sandhi is seen in the Shrotra and Shringataka, inside the skull and in the internal ear where you see the cochlea. That can be compared with the Shankhavarta Sandhi, the spiral, what you see. Next, after explaining about the Sandhi, Acharya Shushruta adds, अस्न्यांतु संदयो हेते केवला परिकीर्तिताः पेशिस्नायु शिराणांतु संधि संख्या न विद्यते. After explaining the sandhi related to the bones, Acharya Shashruta clarifies that previously what I have explained is only related to the bones. And if you take the sandhi of the peshi, the mamsa peshi, the snayu and sira, the number of asti will be innumerable. So here you have to understand the sandhi what is explained previously. All these sandhi are just the sandhi related to the asti sandhi. Coming to the clinical anatomy aspects, commonly the sandhis are affected with the vatarakta, vataraktabhyam janito vyadhi vataraktam. Then is amavata. We will get a beautiful explanation in Madhvanidana regarding this amavata. Ama will block the vata which gets infiltrated in the sandhi leading into amavata. And krostaka shirsha, as it looks the joint, especially the knee joint and all, if it's because of vata and rakta. If at all the sandhi is affected with this krostaka shirsha, the sandhi looks like the head of the jackal. That's why they have given the name Kostika Shirsha. Then Kalaya Kanja. In this condition, the joints become loose and person will feel difficult to walk. There will be lameness. Next, one more important clinical anatomy related to the sandhi, which is explained in Shushruta Nidana, that is sandhi mukta, dislocation of the joints. There also he has mentioned 6 types of sandhi mukta: utpishtam, vislishtam, vivartitam, avakshiptam, sorry, atikshiptam, tiryakshiptam. These are the 6 types of sandhi mukta, or 6 types of dislocation of the joints. Next is Sandhivata. Very commonly, we Ayurveda people will get this conditions very commonly. Ramavata, Sandhivata, Vatarakta and all. This is very important in the clinical point of view. What is Sandhivata? Hanti Sandhigataha Sandhin Shula Shofav Karoticha. So what happens if the person is affected by the Sandhivata? There will be, because of the abnormality of the vata will get localized in the sandhi, and sandhi will get destroyed, which will lead into pain and swelling in the joints. So that finishes the description related to the asthi and sandhi. Now we'll see some of the important points which you should remember as you're writing the exams. See, as per NCSM, in the syllabus they have allotted the marks for Asthi and Sandhi is only 4 marks. For Asthi, 4 marks and Sandhi, 4 marks. But RJHS has allotted this time for your in your question paper, you can expect the question for Asthi and Sandhi for 5 marks. Under the paper one, theme C, Asthi, and theme E is Sandhi. Out of 16 marks, 5 marks is allotted to Asthi, remaining is for osteology. Out of 17 marks, 5 marks is allotted for Sandhi, remaining is for Snayu Shareera, 2 marks, and the archaeology they have kept 10 marks. So that's how it is 17 marks in your question. You can expect the question in the question paper. The expected question means the probable question in Asthi and Sandhi is one is define Asthi and describe types of Asthi with examples. One more is define and describe the types of Sandhi with the examples. Define Sandhi and describe Sandhi with the examples. So these are the important points related to the Asthi and Sandhi. Along with that, you just remember the major numbers what have displayed in the screen previously, the number of Asthi and number of Sandhi. Just remember that. Okay. So by this, uh, I'll I'd like to conclude. You can ask doubts if you have related to the Asthi and Sandhi. Thank you so much for the patience here. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. If at all there is any doubt related to this, the students can
Uh,
ask.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can begin with the question and answer, sir. I will ask the viewers to put their questions in the chat box. Guys, you can start posting your questions in the chat box.
Yeah. One question is individual number is important.
Yes, sir.
Uh, the major total number of Sandhi, what is explained in the Shaka, the Urdhva Jatragata, Sandhi, that part in the trunk they have mentioned, no, that is important actually. And individual number, I don't think it is much important because it is not easy to remember all the numbers of ASCII for the students. I don't think it's much important. The types are important compared to the numbers. And luckily, they have not mentioned the Asti Sharira and Sandhi Sharira under MCQs. Only SAQs, short answer questions are there. So the number of Astis and Sandhi individual numbers are not much important according to me.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Thank you,
Any other
sir.
doubts?
Actually, we also received few questions in WhatsApp, sir.
Okay, yeah,
I would
please
like
tell.
to read that to you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, in relation with Asti and Sandhi Shareera, for Ayurvedic questions, For exclusively if related to Ayurvedic part is asked for in concerning Asthi and Sandhi Shareera. If there is shortage of content to write, the students are asking that if they can write modern correlation.
No, actually, they have bifurcated the syllabus properly. See, for the bones and the joints, the separate topic is given, separate marks are allotted. So, as per my opinion, for Asthi and Sandhi, they have to confine only to the Asthi and Sandhi in Ayurvedic aspect only. They cannot write the modern aspects. If nothing is there, you don't remember, then just comparing and you can write. That is fine. Just for filling the pages, but for scoring, better you stick on to the Ayurveda aspect only.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And also, there's another question related to slokas, sir.
Yeah.
Like important shlokas, and if for 10 marks, how many should they write from this topic, and for 5 marks,
No,
like
it's clearly mentioned. It is for only for 5 marks.
okay, okay, sir.
In RJH's blueprint, they have given it is only for 5 marks,
Okay, sir.
and also both are in a separate theme. So they have to ask only for 5 marks, Asti separately and Sandhi separately. And regarding the important slokas, one is definition is very important.
Okay, sir.
Just starting the numbers, number of Asti, how many number, that is important, not individual numbers. Then is the classification slokas. That is important. That you have to study. And in Asti, especially in Asti, that sloka importance of Asti I have told you know Abhyantaragate Sareta Tishtandi Bhurva. That sloka is very important.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, sir. And have they have to write any diagrams concerning Asthi and Sandhi Sharira, sir? Like
No need
bone.
actually. No need.
Okay, sir.
Possible if you have time and the pages left behind, you can just do some sketch there so that the evaluator can understand that this person is knowing something. Evaluators can
Okay, sir.
understand, but
Sir,
it's
what
not
would be the
compulsory,
best?
not compulsory to write the diagram for this Ayurveda topics.
So what would be the best representation for 5 marks answer, sir, concerning Asti and Sandhi Sharira?
Yeah, that's
Like
what I told you know the definition and types for both definition and types
definition and types, like
for both
drawing
Asti
like a
and Sindhi.
chart or individual points.
Yeah, you can make the chart, but if you make the chart, after that you have to explain it with the examples. Even the examples are also important. Okay, I forgot to tell you. The examples for Asti, examples for the Sandhi, types of Asti, types of Sandhi, both are important.
Okay, sir. Um, okay, sir. Thank you. So we will wait for another 2 minutes for any
Yeah, yeah, sure,
questions,
sure,
if
sure.
any is asked. If no one is getting any questions, if they're not asking, we can proceed with the vote of thanks, sir.
Okay.
I think that's all from our question and answer, sir. Personally, I would like to ask a question, sir, if you permit.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. So now only 19 days are left. I think 19 or 20 days are left. What advice you would like to give for this first year exam writing students for them to write exam courageously and face it bravely and not to get afraid of the exams and be mentally prepared to face uh, the exams and also for the results. What advice you would like to give, and would like and I would request you to wish very best of luck to them,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah, sure. I'll tell you. First of all, I'd like to say that, dear students, please don't get afraid of the exams. This is just one hurdle in your life, and I'm sure all of you will pass in the exam. My advice for the students those writing the exams is, so this is a new syllabus actually introduced for your batch, and you might have felt a little bit difficult to adjust with this new syllabus. But please don't worry, anatomy is the same. Anatomy will not change even if it is old syllabus or new syllabus. Actually, truly speaking, this time it has been made easy for you people to confine your answers or studies to the marks what is allotted. They have mentioned the marks clearly in your syllabus, and even the RJHS also has given the blueprint of the question paper for your batch. Hope you have gone through the blueprint of the RJHS question paper. So, by seeing these RJH's blueprint, prepare accordingly. One thing, and please go through the syllabus or summarize the syllabus at least once, so that you can write something in the exams. And please don't leave any of the questions in the answer sheet. You have to write the relevant answers. I always tell to the students, please write the relevant answers what is asked. Nearby answers, if you forget the exact answer, please write at least the nearby answer so that you can get at least half of the mark. Don't leave the any of the questions. Be bold and get to the exams easily. Definitely, if you have seen the syllabus and if you have worked on it, and please write and study so that you'll get the speed. Go through the old question papers. I know the old question paper they have mentioned the 3 mark question and all. At least 5 mark question and 10 mark question you can prepare by seeing the old question papers. You write and then study, so you'll get the speed when you write the exam. Now itself you have to make practice of that and also doing the diagrams. Okay, that's what is my suggestion. I wish you all the best. Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello. Am I audible now?
Thanks, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for the suggestion.
Thank you very much for
Actually,
you also for giving me the opportunity, the whole Jignasa team, for giving me the
yes, sir.
opportunity to share my uh, thoughts.
Yes, sir. Actually, we are honored to host you, sir. And particularly the advice you gave about writing and reading for the exam. I have personally followed that, sir, and it has personally helped me a lot. And I think that is the best way to learn writing and jotting down everything you read and like at least scribbling it in a rough way and
Yeah.
reading. I think that's the best way to memorize things. It's
Yeah,
really
that's
the
true.
best advice, sir. Thank you so much for that. And on behalf of the whole Jignasa organization and all our all the members who are working behind this Iron Anatomy and lecture series, and also the note series. They are writing. My team, they literally after college, despite their busy academic schedule, they are contributing for this. The seniors, like third years and second years, they are writing notes. They are helping in Iron Anatomy lecture series despite their academic schedule, and they are working behind this, the whole team, to do
True.
something for our juniors, which we didn't had during our preparation during our first year. There wasn't a
Okay.
single channel which had a complete playlist of anatomy lectures, topic wise. So we had to search for different channels to get this anatomy lectures, because no matter how much we study in the class, it's always it has become like mm, a habit to go for YouTube and check during last minute preparations.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it
That's
is the
true.
best way, like going for so we can get a quick revision at the last moment. So we planned, so let's not our juniors face this kind of troubles that we faced during our preparation. So we came up with the idea, the whole team, for doing an iron, because anatomy is the subject which is the backbone for every subject, but actually
At the
neglected
same
by
time,
students.
students are very much afraid
Actually
of
they
it,
feel
right?
it has difficult. Sir?
At the same time, the students are afraid of anatomy, which they
Yes,
are
sir.
not supposed.
Exactly, sir. Uh, yes, sir. Now I am in third year. I need
Okay.
anatomy for KB. I need anatomy for PTS, sir. We need
Okay.
anatomy for in future also, like in fourth year, Shalya, Shalakya. Like anatomy is like base of everything, and we need
Yeah.
it. But due to that fear, most tend to ignore
In the
anatomy,
clinical
and
aspect also. In the,
actually they will suffer. Yes, sir. They are bound to
because
suffer because out of fear they neglect, not
yes.
because they can't study, because it has become a general tendency that people will get scared of anatomy. Like it's like a monstrous subject, something. Is we thought we should make this subject easy, and we should make this subject reach out to everyone, every student, and make them understand in the most easiest way possible. So that was the reason behind planning out this whole series, sir. So
And
thank
appreciate your
you, really thank you so much.
enthusiasm in your job, your work, the whole team, you and your team. Every day you are working on it, right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. That's really generous of you, sir.
Hats off to you.
No, sir. We are really happy that you are commending our job, sir. Like appreciating what our team is doing, and we are really glad that you agreed to host, take up the session on very first call itself, and for contributing for the benefit good of students. And I would look forward to meet you one day and work for the Aish fraternity, and to make Rachana Shareera to reach to more people, to make learning as fun, like make learning Rachana Shareera as a fun activity. Like people should learn anatomy by treating it as a game. Then only they will get to the bottoms of it. So we would like to work with you in future, sir, to make it anatomy as more fun as possible, as more pleasing, understandable subject as possible, sir. We would like to work with you in future too. We would be
Sure,
happy
sure.
to help work with you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
And thanks again, sir. And thank you
Yeah.
all the viewers for your constant support and for joining us daily. I hope uh, I hope you are getting benefit of this program, and I request you to share to more friends as possible. This whole lecture series. There's a playlist made in our YouTube ready for your quick reference, and I would request you to join again tomorrow at this same time, 7:30, for 14th session of Higher Anatomy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And thank you, sir.